So
Maybe.
it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
It's got to be bigger than Kentucky, right?
Oh man, probably. Oh, that's gonna be earth shattering. I don't know what we're gonna. I guess they're gonna put a cowboy hat on the colonel now. I guess Cowboy
Well,
Sanders.
yeah, didn't he kind of wear a cowboy hat, like an LBJ hat? So maybe it's maybe it'll be about the same.
Well, there you go.
I don't
What you
I
been
don't
doing?
I don't think it matters much. Man, I've just been hitting it. It's been wild around my house. It's good. It's good. Just busy stuff.
Yeah, I know how that is. It's snowing here in Georgia, man. What's it doing in Tennessee?
It snowed all night, but I don't know if it's actually falling at this moment or not. We didn't get it a lot, probably
Yeah.
2 or 3 inches.
Oh Lord, and I know
Enough
everybody.
to call school off, obviously.
Yeah, our school's out too. I think around the area, so they got that online learning thing now, which I don't know how that works out. I know Logan does his, but they can do like 8 hours of work in a 2 hour period. I think that's a game changer. No
Yeah.
doubt.
Well, it's better than just not being there at all.
Yeah.
Is it? It wouldn't
Well.
have been back in my time.
Yeah.
We learned a lot. It just wasn't in books.
Yeah, I know how that is. Everybody's excited about Apple's new launch of an iPhone. Got a new iPhone coming out now. Another one.
Is that what they're launching?
I guess I don't know.
I thought he hadn't disclosed what the product was, but the launch date isn't it this week?
I think it's today at 12 or 1 o'clock.
There you go.
February 19th at 1 p.m. So I guess all these, I don't keep up with all that stuff. Do y'all?
No.
I used to, and I do not anymore. The phone I'm excited about is the Starlink phone. I want that one.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I want that phone. Yeah.
Has he not got some kind of a new, I'm gonna call it GP chat or something that Elon is?
Yeah. There's a
what
new
is it?
generation. There's a new generation of AI. I think he calls it like Grok 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be even faster, and he's taking on the Chinese. Good for him.
I like that chat stuff because man, it makes me sound very important. I can just put, I want to send an email to Gary Chapman and invite him to come on to the show. And man, it just sounds like I'm a rocket
It
scientist.
sounds like you know what you're doing. It's amazing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
all these big words, I don't know what they mean, but I send them on.
Be careful with that.
Yeah, it helps us as dyslexic, especially when you can talk to that thing. I love it when you can talk to it.
That's like professional. It's like professional catfishing. You like do
It
that.
is.
You go into it like your interview, and they're like, "Oh, I thought you could speak normally."
Yeah. It's also professional lying if you choose to look at it that way.
Oh, come on.
No,
Yeah.
dude, the whole thing is a lie. It's designed to make you appear to be something you're not.
No, it's just presenting yourself in the best possible light.
No, that's not yourself. What? Tell me again all those words you knew.
I didn't know any of it. Oh, yeah, I didn't know any of them. So what are you going to do? So what's going on? I mean, I guess we probably need to get to a break, but what's going on with, we got Ukraine and Russia and Trump, and everybody's saying Trump's a Russian spy now, and he is on the Russian list for being all that. What the heck, man?
How did he come up with the conclusion that Ukraine started the war?
I think it goes back to where Ukraine wanted to be part of the what is it? The
NATO.
Yeah, I think that's where it all come in at. And
that was the trigger but who actually started the war?
Go ahead, Gary.
No, I just think it goes back a lot further than Putin. That thing's been nasty for a long time. So that's a hard question to answer, actually. I'm not sure. Did we start it when we put in 18 biolabs over there that we didn't tell anybody about? Maybe we started it.
That's a thought. But I mean,
what biolabs in the Ukraine?
Yeah.
I thought we were getting our wheat from the Ukraine.
Okay.
Here we go back to wheat again.
Oh, is it wheat?
Yeah.
Wheat.
It's all about wheat.
All about Pat Malone's cream of wheat.
Follow the wheat.
Yeah.
I thought he said wheat.
Nothing to do with the drugs and the sex trafficking flying.
No,
either.
I mean, none of that. No, that's not a thing.
Oh, it's
how
not.
about the pizza place?
It's just the mean old Russians and the innocent old Ukrainians. Even though Ukraine is, I think it's rated as the most corrupt financially
is.
country in the world. Do you know
That's
that?
true.
Hey,
No,
Zelensky, is he not 4%?
Somalia is the lowest.
Oh, he's always
Okay,
got
then
a top.
Ukraine's
But
number
Ukraine's down there. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
You know, there
up
may
there.
be more to the
I
story.
think I think we had to have somewhere to put all the money that the what is it, 12,480,000 people over 120 years of age that are getting checks. We
Yeah.
had to have somewhere to shove that money, like in a corner of the globe. So Ukraine was a good spot.
I think Ukraine's going to be once Doge gets a hold of that and finds out how much of that money was
Oh.
sent back to our
Mhm.
Did
Mhm.
Did
elected
you see where they're
officials.
talking about sending the money back to the United States citizens? Have you seen that where they're doing a what do they call that? Like a rebate or a refund, a
Yeah.
Doge refund? Have you
Yeah.
been following that a little bit? We'll see.
I have. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
What are you talking about? You don't need that money, Gary. You're rich.
Actually, I do. No, I'm not.
Buy
I know
more
how.
stuff.
I know how to be. I used to be.
I know
So I know how to do it.
fuel sure is expensive. You need that money, right, Gary? Like,
If I owned a helicopter, yes, I would need that money.
He need new tires. His tires on his jet's getting a little thin around the edge.
I
man.
found it's a lot better to have a brother that owns a helicopter company than it is to actually own a helicopter. So
Hey, now that's a thought.
Much better.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. He's got a
Yeah.
helicopter company.
he does. They're doing well. Yeah.
Well, I need to work for him. I think I
Come
can
on.
fly.
You think you can do if you can drive a backhoe, you could fly a helicopter.
I can run a backhoe.
It's just faster.
I think
Is
we got
he,
the wrong. we got
is
the
he
wrong
down
brother
there
on.
in Louisiana flying the guys out to the oil platforms?
No, he's in Nashville driving people around looking at dirt mostly.
Ah.
It's a great way to sell real estate, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we had
Yeah.
English Nick. He was trying to connect in here.
Oh,
but
well, let's get to a break right quick. We keep on talking. English Nick, do his voice, sir, Packy.
hello, governor.
We'll see how he sounds if he comes
see how he
back
sounds in
on.
real life.
Yeah, there
Okay,
you go.
good.
Let's jump to a quick break, folks. All righty, we're back with you, folks. We got Packy. The big black suburban government vehicles are all around the mountains, and we are seeing movements from ICE on illegals, man. According to what I'm showing here, that the border crossings are at the lowest level they have been in nearly 5 years. So that's funny how that's.
Wait a minute. I thought that Biden needed Congress to close the border. Remember when he was saying that? He said there's nothing he could do, and his hands were tied. What happened there?
Well, I think Gary.
Where'd you go, Gary?
Come on, Gary. Don't quit on me now.
Crickets.
Well, I reached over to touch one button. I hit the wrong button. No, it may be. It's a stretch, I know, but it may be that Joe was not telling the truth on that.
No.
You think?
It could be. We need to entertain the option that he was not 100% truthful. Looking back, we need to
Right.
at least be open to that. Not
Yeah.
to be all judgmental or anything, but he could have been lying about more than that. I don't know.
You actually lied about more than that? I think it's
Maybe.
amazing, though. Yep. The border protection. So I don't know what the data is. Anybody have the actual data, how much it's down? But I know used to there'd be caravan.
It's down 98%.
98%.
Yeah. It was like 15,000 or whatever a day for a while there, and it's 200 and something now.
Well, if they're not going to get free cell phones in a 5-star hotel, there's a little bit less of an incentive to come over here. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, with our hard-earned tax money. I just think, man, all this stuff that Doge is doing, exposing all the money that's being spent. And I know that the Democrats are upset over the cost of eggs. I don't understand why the bird flu only attacks chickens, but that's obviously where we're at.
Do you guys not remember that something else attacked chickens? The just how many chicken farms just strangely burned down over the past
I
few
remember
years.
that. You're right. Yep. I remember that. Can't we just buy chickens ourselves though and have them in our backyard? I mean, and have our own eggs?
There's a few different kinds of people. There's people that have chickens,
Right.
and there's people that talk about having chickens, and there's people that are smart enough to know you should never ever have chickens because they're nasty. I would like to have some chickens. They're hilarious.
I just
Chickens
wonder
are funny.
Just
Who's the
stop
guy
eating
that-
those eggs. That'll cure it.
who's the guy that actually was sitting out there watching a chicken and this thing fell out of his butt and it's like, dang, I think I'm gonna eat that.
Same guy that ate the oyster.
Oh man, oysters. Golly, that's like snot. I don't think people like oysters. I think they claim they do, but they put them on crackers and they put so much hot sauce on them you can't actually taste the oysters. Do you think?
I do like the sauce and the cracker. Yes.
There you go.
My little girl loves you know her eating habits. She'll eat anything. It's
Right.
bizarre. Escargot. Absolutely will munch snails like you can't begin to imagine. It's wild.
They
They're
taste
found that
terrific.
with
You don't? Do you
no,
like
no, I
them?
love them. I do like
Yeah,
them. I do
yeah.
like them. I did not expect her to like them. And the waiter at the table on the big boat that we went across the Gulf of America on, uh, he decided he was going to win the table by winning her. So he gave her everything she wanted. Every night after the first night, every night he brought her 2 servings of escargot to start whatever meal she ordered. It's hilarious.
And y'all make fun of me for
Perfect.
eating potted meat. I mean, honestly,
Something posing as meat.
it's good.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
At least snails are natural, right?
Mhm.
I mean,
Well,
you're eating something that's been concocted, variety of chemicals.
you have to take the bones out and put the artificial ingredients in.
Yeah, you got to make room. Got to make room for the preservatives.
There you go.
Are you gonna read Packy? You gonna read Nick's?
Hello. Sorry, chaps, opted not to join the show. Decided to make another cup of tea.
That sounded like a. That didn't sound like a. Was it?
Englishman?
No, that sounded more like a. What is it? That sails on the boats.
Oh, a pirate?
Pirate. Yeah, you sound like a pirate.
Sorry, chaps.
Arr,
Opted not
chaps.
to join the show.
A cup of tea. Oh man, I don't know. I'm just digging for something to talk about because I'm just.
There's you know why? There's just too much.
There
There's
is.
too much.
Yeah.
You can't keep up anymore. So it's just I just kind of sit back and watch it all and kind of soak in whatever soaks in and just
Yeah.
I'm amazed. You know, it's okay. Is this 30 days today? Something like that. Can you believe what has happened in a month?
I cannot. 98%.
Seriously,
Down.
unbelievable.
Yep, down 98%. All the corruption that's been, the money that's been spent, it's been going on for years. And that's the thing about it. Of course, you watch all this stuff. They put clips on, and I follow X. I like X, but they got these clips of where Barack Obama says, "Oh, I'm going to investigate spending," and you got all these presidents in the past that every one of them says, "Oh, we're going to cut spending, we're going to investigate," but nobody done it. And now Trump's doing it, and all the Democrats are just bent out of shape, and they've got no leg to stand on. I mean, they have no leg. Even the Black Lives Matter guy that's over Black Lives Matter, I don't know if y'all seen that come out, and he's like, that the Democrats have nothing. They never keep their promises, and they have and that's what they're good for. They have nothing. So everybody's actually starting to see the light. And I'm not a big Black Lives Matter. I'm a American Lives Matter, American people matter. And I think that the people are starting to slowly join together. And it ain't been but 30 days. Of course, and I know a lot of them are doing it for trying to get a leg up on the president, but I don't think that's going to happen.
They are the party of big media, big pharma, and war. That's who they become.
And they've always been that way. We talked about it yesterday. Who actually started the KKK? Who started the KKK? Democrats.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. And goes on and on. NATO. What's that comment there about NATO? Packy? What's her name?
The Minsk Accords is what the main issue was in Russia. They were Ukraine was supposed to be the buffer between the Soviet Union and the NATO countries.
So if NATO moves into Ukraine and they become a NATO country, then we can actually put nuclear bombs and nuclear stuff in NATO. I mean, in Ukraine, right?
Well, that's what triggered the war.
So that would
according
be no
to the Minsk Accords, NATO was supposed to be that neither affiliated with the Soviet Union or the or NATO.
Did we have an issue with that with Cuba at one point?
Missiles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like there was a crisis having
I
to
don't
do
know.
with
Like
missiles. Yeah.
it just seems like Trump may be going over there and Rubio may be going over there and talking. Oh, he's doing it behind his back. He's going to be included in the talks, and they've said that multiple times. But in the meantime, at least they're trying to do something, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's people who are dying in this war, and there far too many people have died for nothing. And I think most of us sit back like, again, it's the party of war. It's the part, like both sides. It's a big corporate war machine, and I think most people are really just tired of it. Like, find a solution and stop killing each other.
Yeah, seems simple enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
well, now
at least there's something happening.
Is Zelensky, or however you say that, isn't his approval rating right now in Ukraine like 4%? I mean, no elections or nothing. He's pretty much martial law, and he's took over. And he is corrupt, and I think
Totally.
Yeah.
I
So,
think they don't have him in the room because they want to get something done.
mm-hmm.
I think they first got to gauge Russia's interest in reaching a peace accord.
Yeah.
I mean, until Russia's interested, nothing's going to happen.
Well, Zelensky's going to wind up doing what they tell him to do, because that's what he's been doing all along.
Yeah.
So who's controlling Zelensky? Who do you think's got him?
Lindsey Graham.
Yeah,
he's his keeper.
Mm-hmm. But what a nice guy he is, ain't he?
Yeah, he's a light, isn't he?
Yeah. Golly.
I mean, I don't think they're going to want to stop the war. I think the reason why they'd want to come to the table now, Ukraine, that is because we're not going to be sending them as much money.
Exactly.
Why would they want to stop the war when they're getting billions of dollars, man?
Untraceable.
All that untraceable money. Do you think that they're going to want to stop the war? Absolutely not. Man, those people are getting rich over there. Certain ones are getting rich.
Well, they're making us rich, or not us. They're making certain ones over here rich too. I guarantee you that money's coming back.
I agree.
And I can't wait. I seen the thing on here where Trump actually said, I don't know where it's at. I should have left it. Trump issues a warning about wasteful spending, orders radical transparency. I like that, radical transparency. They're going to have to be more transparent about where the money goes, how it goes, and the American people should know where it goes. That makes sense.
Well, they made a comment too that a lot of this money would have to be paid back to the American people. A lot of this money that was part of the agreement, that some of the money would have to come back to the American people from Ukraine.
But they don't got no money. They're buying yachts with their money. Maybe they just send us a yacht. I'd be okay with a yacht. What about y'all?
Can you park it in the front yard?
I can put it. Yeah,
I'd take just like a 90s model pontoon boat. I'd be all right with that. Like whatever.
The American people have the right to see how the federal government has wasted their hard-earned wages. I'm totally in agreement with that. Who can disagree with that? Who can actually disagree with that?
The guy that's crooked is the guy that screams when you say, "Hey, things are crooked."
Yeah. And that's
sorry.
I mean,
it's just the way it is.
And how many? I mean, all the Democrats are yelling that. So that's where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Wait until he starts fixing things, and watch the Republicans join the chorus.
I agree,
because this is not a party issue.
It's not. No, it's not. There are definitely dirty Republicans.
Yeah,
probably majority of them, quite frankly. But we'll find out. We'll find out.
Well, they're kind of on the boat right now with us. So, and maybe
I think they know they have to.
Yeah,
I don't think they're doing it.
Well,
from a genuine place.
The things that they're going to find to fix them, they're going to need Congress to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you watch if that doesn't get through Congress.
Yeah,
but why wouldn't it get through Congress, though?
Yeah, for the same reason it didn't get through Congress from 1970 with Proxmire. I know I keep going back to him, but this idea of transparency is old.
Proxmire did not have. He was not Donald Trump, dude. There's nobody like Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thank God.
I'm sorry, in this world, yeah. See, I mean, in this world,
it's enough.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You really just said that?
Yeah.
Why did you say that?
Do you want multiple Donald Trumps?
You have voted for, Pat, the people who you like, rhinos, who, like you like to say, are not pure. And we say they're not pure. That means that they're corrupt.
Yeah.
And they won't vote.
No, that means that they don't agree with us 100% of the time.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
and quite frankly, anybody that agrees with anybody 100% of the time is scary.
Okay, and name one thing that you disagree with Trump.
Yeah.
Name one thing about these pure Republicans that you don't like. One thing.
What?
Name one thing that they shouldn't agree with us on, the so-called pure Republicans or pure
That you
conservatives.
have to be a party member to vote in the primary. How about that, for starter?
Yeah, I don't think I care either way.
That doesn't make any difference. I'm talking
All
about
right.
like an ideological
So
difference.
the Republican primary comes up, and unless you have paid your money to the party and are a registered member, you can't vote.
No, I don't have to pay any money to a party to
I don't
register to
think I've
vote.
ever had to pay.
No.
I've never
That's
paid a
what-
penny to vote.
That's what's
Never.
coming.
Oh,
That's
okay, so
what's
they're going to
coming.
make us pay to vote. Okay, that's
So they're going
serious.
to just fly in the face of the 24th Amendment.
You know, talking to you,
24th Amendment's getting.
You just
No,
make
are you
it up
saying
as
they're
you go
going to
along,
get
man.
rid of the 24th Amendment?
Yeah.
I believe whatever you want to believe.
Okay,
Tweak
I'm
what
gonna put
I
this out
said
there.
to whatever fits your agenda.
Sir,
The 24th Amendment. The 24th
fine with
Amendment got. You know what that is, right?
I know
That got
what it
rid
is.
of poll
It has
taxes.
nothing to do with the 24th Amendment.
Oh my God! You just said we're going to have to pay to vote, and that's
No,
exactly
no,
what that did.
I did not say that.
Yeah. Okay.
What I
Wow.
said was in a party.
Let's go to a break. I
Republican-
got to get new ears. Mine are not working.
Gary, shut up for a minute. What I said was to vote in a primary, you're going to have to join the party.
And that's
Okay.
going to cost me money.
Well, you can't join the party without paying your dues.
I've never paid dues, never once, and I vote in every election.
Sounds like you're getting ripped off, Pat.
Yeah.
I got some say
Yeah.
in that. Like this.
Really. Yeah, seriously.
Was it
maybe
Groucho?
it-
Nobody
hasn't-
has to.
Maybe it hasn't
Nobody
reached
has to.
Tennessee yet.
Nobody has to pay to join a party. You just say who you are. I can be a Democrat right now. Okay, I'm a Democrat.
Yeah.
Did I
Ain't
pay
nobody about
anybody?
to-
No. What? Hang on. Republican spirit just fell back on me. Did I pay any money? No. No. I don't pay anybody to be a member of any party.
Right. And I'm like Groucho Marx.
Most people don't.
Anybody that would have me in their party, I don't want to be in their party.
Yeah.
Pat, I bring up these crazy ideas and you're like, do you really think that's going to happen? Do you really think that's going to happen? Do you really think that's going to happen? Pat?
Do I really think what's going to happen?
What are we talking about, Pat? About paying dues to where we can vote?
Okay. Yeah, I do.
Do you
'Cause
really?
It's the proposal right now in Georgia.
Yeah. Well, it ain't. I don't.
And it's already happened in other states. Other states have closed primaries.
Mhm.
We just happen to live in a state right now that's got an open primary, but
This
it's going to
went
go
like-
to a closed primary.
This went like way to the like south, man. I'm asking like an ideological difference. What is it closed borders? Is it the war on drugs? Is it legalization of marijuana? Is it the war in Ukraine? Like, what is it that people would be not pure enough to? You see what I'm saying? Like, what ideological difference is there that you don't agree with that Trump is doing?
Trump's not. Is he doing that one?
Any
Is
of it?
he
I mean,
doing that one? No.
there's nothing.
Also, that's not even in the question.
It all comes down to things like this, like government transparency. Like, how did Mitch McConnell with a what a $300,000, $200,000 salary? How is he worth $90 million? And it's like, well, we don't want to ask any questions. These people are freaking out and like, oh, we don't want to dig too deep into that. Let's protect them. Well, why protect them? He's a
Agreed.
Republican, but
Agreed.
it's not a partisan thing. It's like we need these people, whether they're conservatives or whatever. Let's get them out of there.
Mm-hmm. If they're not, for us, the people that voted Trump in, the majority of the country, and I think it's gaining. I think the majority of the country is gaining on Trump's side because all that's been exposed. But we have got to get to break. We got this. What's this girl's name? Merzindi. How do you say that? What's her name, Pat?
Merezi
Dotes. Hey, how about Fort Knox? There is no money in Fort Knox. There's no gold in
Dude.
Fort Knox. It's
Are
empty.
you sure? Are you sure it's not Mersey Dotes and Dozy Dotes and Little
Mersey
Ann
Dotes.
Zidane?
I don't have no idea. You're the only one here's been to college. I guess we'll just go with ain't no money in Fort Knox. We got to get to break, folks. Y'all hang on. We got these things are lighting up like crazy on our comments. We'll catch up on them when we get back. So we want to
How
thank.
would people comment, Stephen? Say if they wanted to comment on our show.
They can go to YouTube and comment on our YouTube channel. Also, give us a thumbs up. It actually helps if you give us thumbs up. We get like 40 comments and one thumbs up. We need them. So anyway, we're going to take a break. All righty, we're back. Jason Lynn says transparency requires trust. I'm with you on that. We don't have trust in our government, and I'd agree to that too. But it's getting there. We're getting more and more
Read
trust.
the rest of it. We don't have trust in most of the companies that are here in the U.S. either. We don't have trust in each other.
I don't trust you, Pat, because I know
I don't trust you either, Steve.
You'll find out in life there's just a few people you can trust.
We have a relationship. We don't trust each other.
Yeah, I guarantee you. There's no further than I can throw you. Yeah, right.
Well, I can't even pick you up, let alone throw you.
Yeah, I know that, you old cripple. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. So anyway, I reckon Trump said he's going to terminate all the Biden era U.S. attorneys, clean house immediately. This begins today. I'm cool with that. What do you think? Hold on, man. You got to mash your button. We can't hear you.
No, I was saying things I didn't want heard.
Oh.
No, he's got to get rid of all those guys. Yeah. And honestly, most of them do that to some degree. He's just a lot better at it than any other president in history. He's making it his administration. That's fine.
You know, a lot of these judges, though, they some of the stuff they come up with, even in local stuff, when you got and their rulings just is mind-boggling to me. And I don't understand. And they're judges. Some of them, it goes to their head. They put their little dress on, and I've had lawyers in here that talk about that. They get this thought that they're above everybody else instead of going by the laws and the way they should be. It's just mind-boggling. I think we started a petition to get rid of. I think we need to export all the lawyers. I think America would be better without them. My opinion, personally.
I've said for a while, I think it should be a law that lawyers can't make laws.
That
we should have no lawyers in Congress, none. Zero.
And how many? 90% of them are lawyers, are they not?
Oh, almost all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we just need hardworking company men that have their own business. What they call entrepreneurs. That's what we need. They know how it works. Entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Once they get in government or get it to be judges, then they're no longer entrepreneurs.
Well, in their heart, they are.
Right.
And it should be term limits for sure. Good.
But
grief.
they turn into politicians or, feeding at the public trough.
Just come to the light. Come to the light, Pat. Come to the light.
Shut up, Pat. Shut up,
Diane Palmer says, how is Andrew Clyde worth 204? Is he worth that much money, Pat? Is Andrew Clyde worth that kind of money?
He probably is worth that kind of money. And that's but that just goes the perfect example of we're talking about Lindsey Graham, who is a Republican, or Mitch McConnell, who is a Republican. And somebody says, well, what about this Republican? It's just like another example of that's not the point. The point is we need to have more transparency in there. I actually agree with Pat where it's like, I think I do, if I understood you correctly, that you should only be allowed to own index funds, ETFs, just regular exchange traded funds. Or
no individual stocks.
Yeah, no individual stocks. Now, you and I may disagree when it comes to specialized sector index funds, say a
well, add to that, you can't own the sectors that you have control over.
Well, I mean, what if
assignments?
Yeah. So, okay, that's a good point. So it's should you be allowed to own a semiconductor index fund or something like that? But either way, just fix it. It's not that hard. That is a great solution, Pat. Just make it to where you can't own individual stocks.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah. You won't see that kind of numbers.
Another crazy idea would be to only elect people who are honest.
Yeah.
But the problem is you think that they are, and it's really hard to tell somebody that is honest, and they get up there, and then it's like, ooh, look what
we need Diogenes to identify that person.
Actually, maybe we should just have all of them take a lie detector test before every vote.
Yeah, there you go.
Those are rigged.
I think transparency is going to be a big.
Rigged by the same guys that rigged the space shot.
Well, you guys can just elect me.
I think
I'll make sure that.
I think transparency is going to be the issue here, though, when you actually can see where they voted, how they voted, and who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. Well, you can always see how they voted. That's published.
Right.
That's what I don't know. I don't understand what you're talking about in terms
of it's about why they voted. It's not about how they voted.
Unless it's a secret vote, Pat.
Yeah.
It's What secret votes?
Don't they have like behind closed doors votes on
They have this
when they go to
behind
confirm
closed
people?
doors discussions, but they vote in public. You
I
can't
thought
vote
they
in
had secret.
private.
I thought they had private ballots in some certain like situations.
No.
Hey, you need to write a
They have-
song.
They have private ballots when they're voting within their own party to elect like the speaker and things like that.
That makes a huge difference.
All of their legislative votes are public.
Legislative votes, but if you take like say like you just said for the speaker, who brings the legislation to the floor? Who decides which legislation hits the floor?
The
speaker.
Person on who of which they voted privately.
Yeah,
it makes a huge difference. Yes.
What? Why would that make a difference?
Oh my gosh, you don't think it makes a difference what gets to the floor or not?
Yeah,
Can't-
no, I'm not.
if you
Why
can't-
would that make a difference in terms of who you're electing as the speaker? Of course, it makes a difference what gets to the floor. I'm not stupid.
Because
Well,
you have to
you-
fall in line and vote for who
Right.
Working on it.
everybody else votes for, and nobody gets out of line. You
Yeah.
got to vote for Mr. Thune, or you got to vote for Mr. Johnson, or else. And if you don't, then blah blah blah.
Then you're useless.
Wait
You're
a minute.
lame
Wait a
duck.
minute. Have we not thrown out a couple of speakers recently? Where is this?
One.
I have to vote for. What was the guy, McCarthy? How did McCarthy get thrown out? He was the speaker.
If you don't think it's not
That's-
aligned to promote their agenda, or you're a lame duck, you're living in I don't know where, Pat. Honestly,
Thanks, Stephen.
you're welcome.
I
Oh,
appreciate that.
I do the best I can.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was for Rick Scott for Senate leader. Just to throw that out there. That was who I wanted, rather than John Thune.
I wanted Kid Rock. Hey, you need to write a song. You need to rewrite that song Behind Closed Doors. You know, when
Actually,
we
I've
get
already,
behind-
dude, I've done it.
yeah, closed doors.
I've done it.
And
I've
we
done
get
it.
the handouts. Yeah,
I did it. I did it when Johnson got elected.
did you
I
really?
did. Yes,
We
I
gotta
did.
hear it.
I'll
Post it
send
on.
to you.
Yeah, post it. You need to post it. Andrew Clyde here. I pull this up. His net worth approximately $18.69 million. A significant portion of his wealth is coming from the ownership of Clyde Armory and Firearm Retail Store in Athens, Georgia, valued between $5 million and $25 million bucks.
And most of that is coming from government contracts for weapons.
Do you know that? Do you know that, Pat? Do you
Yes.
know that?
Yes.
Where do you get your proof from that? CNN? CNN?
All you have to do is look up. The information is public. They're transparent.
There you go. Audit everyone. Audit everybody. I'm good
That
with
means
that.
you too, Stephen.
Not
We're
me.
going to start
No.
with you.
Don't audit me. I don't know if they could keep up with mine, honestly.
Yeah.
They'd see all them boxes.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The ERS is going to make the IRS obsolete pretty quickly.
Yeah. Except Stephen. I'm with you. Except Stephen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to get rid of the IRS?
I think the External Revenue Service is going to make it not make sense after a bit, and we'll go to a national sales tax. Yes.
And honestly, I mean, you get a national sales tax. Do you not think you would get more money than
Oh,
you would?
definitely.
I mean, no doubt.
Zero questions. Yes. Yeah, I agree.
And they'd have
Are
more
you going
money.
to do away with all taxes and just have a national sales tax?
I'm good with that.
You should read the legislation that is currently before Congress. It
Currently?
calls.
Come on, Gary.
calls-
That legislation
my
has
God.
been there since.
Wait,
Newt Gingrich.
wait. Read the one that is currently being considered. It actually does away with the Internal Revenue Service.
Okay.
There is legislation there that does exactly that.
What
that
do you
switches-
what do you think the sales tax rate will be when that happens?
I don't know. You don't either.
Mm-mm.
Well, it's
But the
gonna
thing about
be,
it is that here's the thing.
it'll be
That,
north of 30%.
this is the thing that people aren't understanding is people say, "Well, I'm a taxpayer. I'm a taxpayer." Blah blah blah, and then they go and they don't pay taxes like you think you are, but they go get $5,000 back as a refund. They didn't work throughout the year. Like these people are not taxpayers,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not a winning. Like we're not actually generating revenue. We're losing money.
Well, you're gonna get people that's coming to America.
Because only 48% of the people pay taxes.
I know that's what I'm saying. But if you went in that direction, like people would be paying taxes, so you'd actually be making you'd be collecting more money.
Yeah, we got it. We got one more break, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Nick, can you read Nick's thing there? He's the German. I mean the Russian. I mean Englishman.
He's a communist. Nick
Pat
is a
says
communist.
he's not stupid. Can we vote on that?
No voting. That only happens in a democracy.
We'll do a secret vote.
Yeah, secret vote.
No, we want transparency.
We got one more vote. We got one more break, folks. We're going to take that. We'll be back on the other side. All righty, we're back with you. We got a comment up there. Read that comment there, Packy.
Which one? Gary's?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Gary.
Do his voice.
Hey, Gary.
Do his voice.
I don't have a Gary voice. I'll try.
Oh,
I'm Gary. I'm perfect.
That's British. It's British.
Helicopters.
I sound British.
Yeah. Oh, it's a broken. Okay, we're fighting over the thing. We got this. You will need local taxes and funds for local items. I think here's the thing.
That's fun. That should happen. Absolutely. Yes.
Right. But there's budgets. I live by a budget. I know how much money that I've got to spend, and I don't go over that because I don't got any money over that. Why can't the government, the local government, and all that do the same thing? It's like
the local government does do that. All the local governments, starting at the state down, have balanced budgets. They're required.
Most of them, not all of them. Most of them don't.
Most of them. Okay.
California doesn't. No.
And if you go over or under, I mean, it's just the government's just too big.
It's getting smaller by the day. By the day.
Yeah, you're with me on that. I'm with you on that. Wednesday is my favorite morning dish day. Can we replace Pat with Gary for the mountain mornings and call it the Gary and Harry show? Gary and Harry.
That'd be good.
Oh, wow. Yeah. What a way for me to start my day.
First 10 seconds and it'll be over.
Oh, man. The Gary and Harry show. That's awesome.
Gary and Harry. Harry'd be storming out to his Prius, man.
Yeah, he actually walked out on us a couple of times. So
I did hear him say that he has a Prius. Somehow that did not shock me at all. Not one bit.
It's got a coexist sticker on the back of it and like restore voting rights and all that.
He had a Prius before and he wrecked it. It actually totaled it and they spent all this money fixing it and then it blowed up. So
he had a Prius that had a bumper sticker that said "I hate cops" too.
Yeah,
he didn't realize he had that on there.
Remember that, Steven?
Pretty much.
I remember that. Yeah, coexist and all that. Hey, Gary, listen, man, we broke 1,000 subscribers on our little YouTube channel, so now we're gonna share the wealth, and we have actually since we've got up to 1,026 subscribers, and since then we have made $1.25.
Yes.
A quarter of that's yours. So
that's awesome.
We're making money now.
This is how fortunes are made. Let's stick within our budget, though. Let's don't spend it all.
Oh, Packy's.
You told me you ain't made $1.24.
Yeah,
I'm counting over here, bro.
Are you going to make that transparent, Steven?
I just did.
Yeah, it sounded like you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need written proof, though.
Yeah, you would.
Can't just say it.
Yeah.
Kim Dwyer says, I want all my comments read in a voice like mine.
All right.
A cross between Scarlett O'Hara and a Honey Boo Boo.
Jeez.
Do it, Packy. Let's hear it.
That's Pat Malone's department.
Yeah.
He does the female voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheesh. I love it.
Hey, man, we got to thank the S&S Smoothies and the Tin Roof for bringing us the final part of the show.
We
forgot to do a giveaway, so we're going to do one right now, taking the first caller at 706-379-9770 for a free gift certificate to S&S Smoothies or the Tin Roof. Your choice.
And tune in the morning for Mountain Mornings for the Gary and Harry Show. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll be right there. At least tell Harry that we're going to do it, just so he won't sleep.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be good. All right, folks, we're out of here. We appreciate you, Gary.
See y'all. Bye.
See you guys.